Hi, we are Team LvlUp and introducing LvlUp, a study app where students can have fun studying as they watch their avatars grow and evolve. We have implemented an authentication system that allows the user to save their progress, an automatic schedule generation algorithm which generates study sessions for user to follow, a timer for user to keep track of the amount of time they have spent studying. What's best is that we have gamified the entire experience through XP where they can watch their avatars level up and evolve. Without further ado, let's see our app in action. First up, we have an authentication system where the user must create an account to use the app. This authentication system has an email verification step which prevents the user from using a fake email address. As you can see over here, upon registering an account, the application will enter the email verification page, and the user will not be able to proceed until they have verified their email. By tapping on the back button will terminate this process and redirects the user back to the registration page. On the other hand, as shown in the application, once the user has verified their email, their user account will be saved to Firebase and the user will be able to log in using that account. Second in the list, we have the schedule generation feature where the user can generate a study schedule to follow based on a few criteria. The user interface provides an easy-to-use 3-step user form for the user to enter their constraints. The first step, the user will rank the modules from the weakest being at the top to the strongest at the bottom. This is so that the algorithm will be able to determine which module to allocate more study sessions for. The second step is for the user to indicate their available time slot, so that the algorithm can assess when to allocate the study sessions for the user. A study session will never fall outside the user's available time slot. Finally, the user will then select the intensity of their study schedule. The higher the intensity means more study sessions being allocated according to the free time the user has declared. Upon tapping on the Generate button, it will generate study sessions that coincide with the free time that the user has stated. Therefore, the user is able to study at those specific timings. Upon tapping on the Save button, the user's study schedule will be saved and ready for them to be used anytime. In a case where the user is dissatisfied with the schedule generation algorithm, we have an option for the user to edit their schedule. They can customize the generated schedule according to their liking and comfort levels. User can add, remove, and modify their study sessions. As seen in the demonstration, we can add a new session by entering the module code, the starting and ending time for that session, and if that newly added session clashes with existing ones, an error message will be displayed. This brings us to the third feature, the study time. Upon tapping on the green play button, the user will enter the timer page where there will be a timer counting down to the end of their study session. In this page, the XP that the user has accumulated for this study session is shown on the top right corner. The user can also take breaks when he or her is feeling tired. The amount of break is shown in the green timer below the main timer. For this case, the user has 5 minutes of break time throughout this entire study session and must not exceed it. Fast forwarding to about the 15-minute mark, the user should notice an increase in 25 XP. By completing the 30-minute study session, the user can gain up to 50 XP that will be added to their overall XP. However, in this case, the user terminates the study session at about the 15-minute mark. Hence, they only gain 25 XP as observed in the change of data in Firebase. As seen earlier, the user earned XP from these study sessions and level up along the way. Coming to our fourth and final feature, we have gamified the entire experience with XP, tier names, and evolution system. At specific levels, their avatar will level up and they can choose their avatar's evolution pathway. With a total of 4 evolution stages and multiple evolution pathways for each evolution stage, the user can have fun exploring different avatars and take ownership of the path they choose. Notice that there is also the tier name that is just below the username. It changes once every 10 levels, and although everyone will unlock the same tier name as they level up, it adds on to the sense of achievement and game experience as the user unlocks fancier tier names with increasing levels that they can discuss and share with their friends. With a large variety of different evolutionary pathways, leveling up in your studies will be a fun and pleasant experience. What are you waiting for? Try out our LvlUp and start your leveling up journey today.